I'm Lizzy. I'm BioStar's Canine Product Specialist, and I've got a special guest in the kitchen today for the first holiday version of In the Kitchen with Dogs. And this is Teddy the Yeti. Teddy is basically my sous chef in training. His purpose is actually to bring a little comic relief, a little bit of levity to the kitchen, and just to help lighten things up. Because as the canine product specialist, I have noticed a lot of people are either afraid of real food for their dogs, even if we're talking about healthy toppers that you can make yourself, or they feel overwhelmed in the kitchen. So Teddy is basically, he's just here to have a few laughs. He knows that feeding dogs can be very serious, but we're just having fun, and Teddy is going to go back to his place and watch what we are going to create today. Teddy, stay. He is picking this up so well. It's amazing. So because I've got 8 eyeballs staring at me, in addition to Teddy's, we're gonna chop and give you an easy button for de-stressing your dogs this holiday season. Now, I have done a lot of prep work ahead of time. So what we are shooting for is this general final product. This is a Toppl. This is cream cheese. Okay, it stuffs this little hole. And then we've got a homemade puree, which I will detail. And then a lamb and sweet potato dehydrated treat by goodness gracious, amazing little company. And some Crumbled Dog Star treats by BioStar. It's actually the house favorite here. This will go in the freezer with everything else, just for clarity. Now, note, if your dog is not used to enrichment toys and this is all new, do not stick it in the freezer right away. Give your dog the chance to have easy success, build confidence, and then you can put it in the freezer for additional difficulty and then more time working on a project, which can de-stress the dog. So all of these are going in the freezer, okay? You can be very creative on these. As a general rule, if I'm stuffing a toy like a Toppl or a Kong, I put the highest value item at the very bottom because it gives the dog something to work towards. When we're doing the mats, my easy hack is a little bit of wax paper on top of the mat. This is a SodaPup US made flexible mat. Really like this brand, very easy to clean. And then underneath our next layer of wax paper, we have the Pet Platter. Awesome feeding device for dogs that doubles as a enrichment toy. It's got lots of little craters and nooks and moats that you can stuff. And the cool part is when you're making a few of these in advance, you stack them with the wax paper between, and that weight presses the ingredients down further. And then you can stack everything and stick it all in the freezer and save quite a bit of space versus putting everything in flat in its own little nook and disorganizing your entire freezer, which I'm so done with. So, what we made for the stuffing is actually very healthy. I don't use canned dog food in this house. No processed food like that. So what we do, you can use your dog's normal diet. There's lots of options. This is just the Lizzy way for today. So because I've already mixed this up, there's just a little bit left. What it is canned salmon. I buy the wild caught Alaskan salmon, drained water, and then you put some whole milk, non-sweetened yogurt, and some sort of squash, whether it's canned pumpkin or roasted butternut squash or a baked sweet potato, just peel it, take the seeds out if it's a squash. And I mix all that together with a handful of nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is superfood because it is high in B vitamins, which a stressed dog's nervous system definitely needs more of. So all my little crumbles that go on the mats or in the toys are, these are actually a really favorite treat for this purpose. The BioStar liver treats, the Dog Star training treats. They're very easy to grind up into a powder if you want to make sprinkles and don't want to use tons of treats. Other favorites are freeze-dried organ meats, or you can even use some freeze-dried food. There's some Simple Food Project here, and then there's an air-dried, low-temperature baked nugget. This is a carnivore. So if people don't want to deal with like wet ingredients and a food processor and all this stuff, I've got you covered too. We use the dry ingredients that I just described, and we put this in a Planet Dog Snoop. That's this particular toy. So this is just for dry ingredients, okay? So we just fill this up, really easy. Pop that in, and so the dog sticks its nose in here and roots around. So that's your easy button. But all of these are really healthy. Of course, if your dog is a little overweight, decrease the amount of their total food. And know that by helping your dog to de-stress, you're giving them the best gift you could give them this holiday season.